What's up, Muscular Mystic fans? I think that's a good intro, right? Pretty close to the Mystic Manifesting one. If you're from there, welcome. Thank you for the support. If you're new here, welcome in. But I run another page called Mystic Manifesting. This is kind of an offshoot of that. And, that's just all motivation, manifestation, philosophy, life stuff, just life coaching, positivity, and teaching people how to manifest. But this one's a little bit more geared towards myself personally, Nick. I always say this is Nick with Mystic Manifesting, but people just call me Mystic. So it's kind of bridge the two. But I think today would be a good moment to give a lesson that I've been talking about on the Mystic channel over to here. And also finally fucking start posting videos, god damn it. Still rich piano line, right? God damn it. But I want to start posting on here, and I was thinking today at the gym, I finished a bodybuilding show. I'll put up some clips of that. Um, I did it on a whim 7 weeks before the show even started. It was like, okay, I'm gonna do it. I was 220 pounds, decent size. I mean, I'm 6 feet tall. I was at 220 pounds, so give or take. And I was like, well, I think at 190 I'll have abs. Let me cut, and I go through this whole process trying to cut 30 pounds. But a bodybuilding show, I should probably be getting bigger, but I wanted to cut the fucking chimichanga fat rolls off the side and show some abs. Wasn't exactly dieted the right way. Everything was rushed, but the whole point of it was I've always wanted to do a bodybuilding show. And was it 2 years ago, 3 years ago now? I tore my pec, and I was like, well, that's out of the picture. I'm done. I'm cooked. there's no way I could actually compete because I'm gonna be lopsided, this and that. Well, I get to the show, people are like, I can't even tell, and I would say I probably finished bottom three, to be honest. And personally, I felt that I won, though. Not literally, but in my spirit, in my soul, that like, hey, this is a dream you had at 16. You went through multiple bouts of depression. You ate like a fucking fat slob jerk off for like every time you'd start cutting weight and looking good and building up size, like you would just eat like a slob and stop working out. Or I went through all these phases, and I was like, let me do this just to prove something to myself. Win, lose, or draw, leaning towards lose, not in a negative way, but it was just kind of like, you know, I believe in manifesting. I believe everything's possible. And I saw some people who I thought I'd be competing against. I was looking at the wrong category. I was like, I got you, but that that didn't happen. But I would say I was very pleased with how I looked, and I'm gonna put clips in this stuff. Maybe they've already played, maybe they haven't, but I want to put little clips. And the thing was, how TikTok gives you like, oh, this time last year, here's a video you posted. Well, for example, this year we're calling it Winter Arc. Last year was the Batman arc, or maybe that was 2 years ago. I don't know. But I'm looking, I'm like, man, I look so fucking skinny in that I thought I was way fatter back then. And then some of the videos, it's like, man, I look how fucking fat I am. And I'm pulling up on Mystic because I'm making little shorts now with old videos. It's like I know I dropped some good knowledge there. Let me uh let me go pull that video up, but it's like, man, my face is fat as fuck. Or I look so nervous on camera, or I don't like all these different things. Like I'm nervous on camera, I'm awkward. Oh, look, I was going through a phase of wearing suits there. Oh, I could tell whose videos I was watching a lot of. Like, I love Rich Piana, I love Greg Plitt. Those were like two fitness role models I had. Um, you could tell when I'm watching a lot more Neville Goddard or whatever, or Reverend Ike. Like you could see the progression of where I've come from. 2 years coaching people on manifestation, 10 years of lifting weights and bodybuilding, 8 years in comedy and film, and looking back at some of that stuff. Just kind of like a night of reflection. And maybe I'll put up some little clips of things throughout this. Maybe it'll be a little motivational video. I don't know. But I just wanted to take some time to sit here and reflect, talk with you guys. I know it's a very small channel, mainly friends and family, and then people from the Mystic channel. But if you're new, welcome in. Like I said before, it's just something I want you to give yourself credit for. And look where you were last year this time. You've probably come a long way. Even though it doesn't feel like you've moved, there's a line that I always quote on the Mystic channel, and I heard it from Greg Plitt. sometimes you're so lost in the trees you can't see the forest. Meaning, I'm looking at something right here. I'm looking at the tree. I just see a tree. But if I take a couple steps back and I go along the tree line, this is a whole forest, but I'm only stuck on one thing. Sometimes we get stuck on one thing that's just holding us up, tripping us up, and we feel like we're not moving forward in life. But you go back and look, that's why I love filming stuff. It was something I didn't want to do for a long time. And taking progress pictures, I didn't want to. My girlfriend kind of got me into that. And that came from a way when we were broken up and I saw her posting her progress pics and I was like, oh, you know what? I'm gonna show you what I'm doing. And it was kind of a trying to manipulate the 3D reality instead of just having faith things would work out. But that was something I did. I started posting progress pics and I went back and I've looked at my old workout notebooks and I wish I had it with me right now. But it's like, man, you came a long way from that little fat kid at 15 years old to the guy you are now at 27. And think, well, where am I going to be at 30? Where will I be next year at 28? Where am I going to be at 35, 45? If I live that long, where am I going to be? You know, life goes by quick and we don't know what's going to happen in the middle. We can manifest great things, but, you know, the only thing we don't know is the time that we're out. But I want to just tell you to be grateful for where you are and be grateful for every bad thing that happened. I know it sounds stupid, but without those problems, negative circumstances, and things that have tripped you up in life, you wouldn't be where you are now. You wouldn't be the man or woman you are now. Those, what do you call it? Those moments that are pressurized in life. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. Those, those high intensity, suffering, horrible moments of life. They build the character of the person you are now. And if you didn't go through that, you wouldn't have changed. You'd still be the same person you were as a teenager. And yeah, maybe you miss some of the good aspects that you lost over that, but you can still bring those back. You choose the person you want to be. You know, it kind of reminds me not to get too biblical or anything or too religious, but you know, the story I was watching the show The Chosen the other day with my girlfriend, where it was like Jesus tells Lilith, he calls her Mary Magdalene, and her whole entire personality changes from going from this demon possessed woman who's drinking and hoeing around to boom, now she's who she is. She's okay, now she's cooking supper, she's helping Jesus, she's doing all this like good stuff and like very, I don't know, just good things. Like she became a completely different person just when he called her a different name. He goes, this is your true name. And because of her faith in him, she became another person. Now you have that power to give yourself that faith. I am no longer this. I am that now. And with that, you start attributing, just like when you're acting and you're building a character, it's like, okay, I'm going to be this character now, but what attributes does this character have that I like? Well, walks like this, talks like this, dresses like this, acts like that, probably this because of this or whatever. And like you start building up that character. You do the same thing with yourself in life and you build yourself into the model and the great version of a person you want to be. And I think that that's kind of the message I was receiving tonight by just reflecting on everything. Excitement for my future and where and who I'm going to become. Excitement to see everyone on the Mystic channel, and now everyone on here, now that I'm posting here, how far you guys are going to go. And just seeing how great life is and how fast it could change. I know it seems horrible and sucks balls at times, but think, what can I take out of this moment? This ball sucking moment? What can I take out of that to make the next titty sucking moment a great one? You like that line? I was pretty good. That's improv, never a strong suit. But I'm excited to see if I could get better at it. See? Look at that. Everything's working out in your favor, and you can't fuck this up. My two favorite affirmations from the other channel. But I'm hoping to incorporate everyone over here. Like I said, this is a little bit of an offshoot. Quick, well, not quick. Quick for me, under 10 minutes. But yeah, I don't know. It's quick for me, under 10 minutes. The other channel, 20, 30, 40-minute videos of just me yapping and people are enjoying it. So I'm going to start vlogging more of the workouts and kind of, I just feel like fitness and manifestation and positive thinking, it kind of comes together. And it's any kind of like form of art. Like there's people who dance and people who sing and people who do art and write and whatever form of, you know, art. I call it all art. whatever form of movement you're doing that is something to express yourself, to show your passions, they all connect with the mind and imagination and creativity. It all goes together, but everything begins in the mind first. So, an offshoot of Mystic Manifesting here with Muscular Mystic. I think I'm going to sum up the videos the same way I always do over there. I love you guys very much. Thanks for tuning in. You can't fuck this up, and everything's working out in your favor. And I'll see you in the next one. Signature wink out.